Do we want to talk about Fiji first? Because, man, for a tier 2 nation to record their first ever win over England at Twickenham, like all the circumstances are surrounding it, leading into the World Cup, breaking a record or drought that's never happened before. Like, how fucking good, how good for the Fijians.
Yeah, even from an Englishman, mate. I've got there's a guy, Sam Matavesi, shout out to him, a Cornish lad playing hooker for Fiji. For me, one of the form hookers in world rugby at the moment. To be a part of that team and see him on that picture of his family after, mate, in such a historic, just this young lad from Cornwall in a historic moment at Twickenham. I even being English, mate, there's no excuses. There's nothing I can say to try and cover that English team. I don't want to keep repeating myself. It concerns me. Fiji deserved everything they got. Physicality, athleticism, the offloads, the execution of things. Like they had a try pull back for a forward pass. Questionable, yeah, it probably was a little bit forward, but regardless, they broke the English line, offloaded, try. They just deserved everything, mate. And I don't think a lot of those players, I think it was Courtney Law's 100th cap.
Yes.
At Twickenham, losing against Fiji, like it wasn't a memorable moment for him, but take nothing away from Fiji. They'll be lapping this one up.
What really surprised me about the Fiji, we've always known Fiji to be elusive runners, like an offload from anywhere, ball in one hand, very strong and physical in contact. But what I really enjoyed, and I'm like, these guys have worked really hard on this, is their patience in attack.
Yeah.
Like there was about 10 or 11 times where they run 8, 9 phases at a time. And a couple of them then led to tries, where usually they would try to go for the crazy offload or try and do something that come out of nowhere where you can see that how all of these guys, or most of them, 80% of them are playing together with Drua, Fiji and Drua in the Super Rugby, and the rest are playing top league across the world, mainly in France and England. And you can just see that experience that has now started to come through where usually it's, try the crazy offload or the chip kick or whatever it is, where now these guys are slowly building that patience on attack where it's maybe hit it up this way with a forward, just a little tip on and come back.
Yeah.
And they just crash it up and sucking in England's defense. Because, man, when that ball is going wide,
you're in trouble.
And they've got a couple of numbers on attack, you're in trouble, man, because Semi Radradra, the captain as well,
beast, man.
So elusive, man.
Yeah, and that's where Fiji have always been able to play decent rugby. You've just hit the nail on the head. What let them down was those little offloads that would then create a knock on, and then the opposition team would then score a try, and all of a sudden the scoreboard blows out. The patience that they're now showing, like I said, the ability is there. It's just the education and the mentality of the players just to play. There's always going to be a place for that crazy offload or that big Fijian goosey.
Man, the way Fiji's forwards just dismantling it, and I think it is that experience that has come through where these guys are playing at top level. Like, yes, Fiji could have brought in good coaches and that, but these guys, the experience that they're bringing, the knowledge that they're gathering from other clubs, playing with other experienced players, bringing it to then the Fiji setup, obviously getting guys that played previously with All Blacks and stuff like that, where they can now join them, and it shows massively. And it's great to see, man, because of how we're always, again, so elusive, so like with their offloads and all that, but just that other side of them has been great to see. Like kicking off the tee, Caleb Muntz, I think he missed one kick. Again, whenever they could, they took the 3 points and they kept applying that scoreboard pressure. And then I want to say his name, Rava Tamara, the winger for Fiji.
Yep.
Man, that guy is so quick, and is so elusive. In 5 meters, Johnny May done him early when England scored first up. But he got him back like a couple times, man. And just the quality of wingers in world rugby at the moment is gives me shit.
What is it though? What is it about the Fijian blood that makes these players look so balanced and natural and just amazing to watch? It's power. There's no effort in it. They just look so natural when they play. And like,
you go.
No, I was just going to say, it's just that they're they're one nation. This comes from the seven side, I guess, but like they're just always an absolute pleasure to watch. Not only that in attack, but man, they can put a hit on as well when they want to. So
Oh man,
you've got to be careful, man.
some crunches in that too. And just lastly on their attack, what I love as well is how the supporting players react to like line breaks.
Yeah.
That I put up a little reel of, is it Matavesi? Is that how you say?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
He did
Matavesi,
pull, like, man, he's got silky footwork.
yeah, footwork was on Dan, I think, and just sent him the wrong way, and he fell
Because
over.
I even fell for it. He's gone with a mad step that side, and then he's done another one. But he's got players both side of him. I don't even think he looked. He just chucked it one side. And there was a couple times. I know that one you spoke about with a forward pass. And that guy had like 1,000. He had 1,000 options to choose from when making line breaks. Again, that's another thing of those experienced players I feel like that have come from these different top leagues and just know what to do, how to react to certain things when it happens.
Yeah, and you see a lot of players, or you used to see a lot of Fijian players, international players, playing in the lower leagues in England as well. Like it's been a few in teams that I've played in, and these are international guys and never been on that top level. Whereas now you look at them with the strength of leagues around the world, competitions around the world, in France, even in places like Spain, in England, and the Super Rugby. Like they're only going to get better, and they're only going to continue to get better moving forward as well. But again, like you said, they break the line, there's always someone there. It's just that, a lot of nations will go, that 50-50 pass, keep hold. Fiji will go, do you know what? Stuff it, because I know someone's going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So credit where it's due, man. Absolutely beautiful thing.
Yep. Good on you, Fiji.
Sure,
well
there'll
done.
be a few. And it's not even a shocker anymore if they beat teams because, man, they've shown their cards and it's great to watch.